All right, guys, so obviously from the title of this video, you know that I am moving. And so I just wanted to talk to you about this journey. I don't want it to be like a huge surprise. I'm in a new kitchen, you know, things don't look the same. And so it kind of happened when I moved from my longtime home of 10 years. Yeah, it was a whole, you know, personal relationship that came to an end. And so I had to obviously move out. And I never really knew how to share everything. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. I do want, obviously circumstances were different. This time I am going to, I kind of want to bring you along so that you see the process as much as I can here on YouTube. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I will definitely be sharing a lot more of like the day-to-day. So if you don't, then follow me on there. But I'm still going to share everything with my YouTube family because I love you. And honestly, I also want to just give you a big thank you for being here with me, supporting me on my journey, and you guys watching my videos and sharing and liking and commenting. That all helps me. It helps my channel. It helps the algorithm push my videos out. And so I just want to give you a special thank you from the bottom of my heart because all of this wouldn't be possible without you. I'm also going to share with you a little bit of a backstory in terms of, you know, my current living situation and then what I am going to be moving to. So just kind of give you a little rundown on that. I also want to give our sponsor a special thank you, which is Element. Element is a great sponsor of my channel. I love them. I love their electrolytes. You know, I carry them along with me in my tumbler. They taste delicious. I love the lemonade salt. That is my absolute favorite now because I'm a lemonade girl. So if you're also a lemonade person and you're not someone that drinks a lot of water, this is a great way to hydrate. It actually has everything that your body needs in one little packet. So you get 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, which is also great for hormonal regulation. So if you want to take advantage of their sample pack, you get a free sample pack where you're able to try their 4 most popular flavor. You get 2 of each packet with any purchase. So I will leave that linked in the description below, or you can type in drinklmnt.com/low carb love. So thank you again, Element, for sponsoring this video. Okay, so the move, guys, I am moving. That's so crazy. I'm moving, but this time it's a little different. It's different because I bought my first home. I know, it's so crazy. It's crazy to even be talking about this. I wasn't prepared for it. And it's crazy how life works because sometimes that's just the way things roll out. I was not expecting it. I had pulled out of the market. If you follow me on Instagram, I have been going to open houses. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. Isn't that crazy? Like I literally saw the market spike and then I thought like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I like completely missed my opportunity to buy a home. I literally cried about it. I've been so stressed about it. And I finally just said, you know what? What can I do about it? Like there's nothing I can do about it. I pulled out of the market. I literally stopped going on Zillow. I stopped doing all of that because I felt like it was just stressing me out. And I was just seeing like house prices go up, 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 interest rates go up, up, up. And I was like, okay, this is not even like attainable for me anymore, you know? And I really felt that way. And so I ended up, you know, saying like, okay, I'm just going to focus on work. I'm just going to focus on my family. I'm going to focus on myself and not worry so much, like hyper focus on buying a home, you know? I will say that this home that I'm in now, I have loved it so much. I've been here 2.5 years. The crazy thing about this home was that I walked in here. I didn't even come upstairs. This is a 2-story home. I didn't even come upstairs. I walked through the front door and I remember looking around and thinking like, this is it. Like, this is the house that I'm going to live in for a while. Then I came upstairs and like, I fell in love with more of the space. Like my room is huge. This is a really big room, especially for this city. I live in Laguna Beach and the properties here are really small. Rooms are really small. Spaces are very limited. And so I have a really big room. I have a big restroom and a huge closet. And so once I saw that, I was like, oh, this house was meant for me, you know? And it all worked out. There was another person that was trying to outbid me, and the owner really liked me. And so it ended up going to me. But I'm, of course, leasing this house, and I've been leasing it now for 2.5 years. I actually wanted to buy this house. You know, the cards didn't play out that way. It just didn't. Sometimes you don't know why, but they just don't work out the way we want them to. And usually it's because there's something better waiting for you. So that's kind of how it worked out. And I'm just so glad. I'm glad because had I known that the landlord was going to put this house on the market, I would have for sure figured out a way to buy it. But instead, I found my home. That is my forever home. This is like, I mean, it still hasn't it hasn't sunk in yet. I'm actually getting my keys today. Okay. So today is the day where I'm getting my keys, and I'm just really excited. I was like, I have to film it. Like I have to share. So you guys are actually the first that I'm telling. I have not told Instagram. I have not told my family on TikTok. Like my YouTube fam is the first to know. So anyway, so I've been here 2.5 years. I'm not gonna buy this house. I am moving close by, but I do. If you wanna see a tour of that before any renovations start happening, let me know. I can do kind of like an empty house tour. Of course, there's a lot of things that need to be changed, but I would like to share that if that's something that you want to see. But let me give you like a little backstory on how I've gotten here, because originally, if you've been following me for a long time, then you know that I was in a relationship with my ex-fiance. So we were together for almost 10 years. We are still best of friends. Okay, I'm telling you, we have like, people think it's crazy, but we're best friends. He is like family to me. We have so much love for each other, and we just have a great relationship. It's kind of hard to put it out there because people always have something to say. They're always criticizing and, oh, like this and that. And I'm like, ugh, like, I don't even want to worry about that. I know what my life is. I know what I have going on. And so I feel like a lot of times you just have to have peace within yourself. And that's all that matters. Like everyone else could just like speculate and think what they want. But it's like, as long as you know in your heart, like what you're doing is right and it's right for you, then like, who cares? So anyway, I lived there for 10 years and then moved out. And then I was hopping around. So if you've been following my journey, I was in Irvine for a little, and I might have not shared the cities, but I was about 30 minutes away from here. And then I ended up moving into a place on the south end of town. I was there for a year. And I've loved, for different reasons, I've loved every house that I've been in. But this one here was the one that just kind of stole my heart. And this was like what I thought could be my forever home. Of course, I would have made some changes to it as well, but it didn't work out that way. And I feel like I'm excited for this next chapter. I think that it's going to be such a cool project to turn it into my like dream home from what it is right now. So I want to show you because it is, it needs some love. It definitely needs some love, but I think you'll be able to see why I love it so much. And then let me tell you this. So tell me why I have been waiting 2.5 years for this house to be for sale. And a week and a half into my escrow, the owner of this house calls me and tells me like, Myra, you're going to be so happy about this. And like my gut, like something like just kind of sunk, because I almost knew the minute he called me what he was going to say. And what do you think he said? He said, I've made my decision. I'm going to sell the house. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like so there was like a part of me that just said like, oh my God. Like I almost started to freak out because I was like, Like there was a part of me that was just like, oh my God, this is what you've been waiting for. This is like, maybe it's a sign, maybe, you know. I remember sitting there, I was talking to my mom, and then I was like, Mom, no vas a creer que, like, you're not going to believe what. I just, the landlord just texted me saying that he's going to sell the house. And she just looked at me like so calmly, and she just said, Mija, it wasn't meant to be. You know, and like listening to her say that, I was just like, you're right. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think it was just like the reassurance of my mom saying like it happened this way for a reason. Made me feel like a lot better. And luckily, so I've had access to the house, okay, because we knew the combo, and I was like, I have to go sneak in. So I literally snuck in the house, okay? Nobody knew. I didn't tell anyone. And I was like, oh my God, should I be going? Like, there's probably cameras. And I remember seeing like a Ring camera in the front door. And I was like, I just have to. It's still early on enough where like, if I felt a certain type of way, I could cancel the sale, the escrow, you know? And so like, I went in there, I like snuck into the house. And I remember I just sat in the living room and I was just like looking out because it has beautiful views. And I was just looking out and I was like, this is it. Like, this is my house. Isn't that so crazy? Like, I felt like, oh my gosh. And at that time, I feel like I almost kind of got emotional, and I haven't gotten emotional about it yet because I feel like I haven't actually processed the fact that like, I just bought a freaking house. You know what I mean? But I feel like it will, and it'll come in a time like when I may be by myself. I'm more of like a private person. I don't like to express like a lot of whether it's good or bad. Like I'm not that person, you know? I usually like to do things more low key. I do things when I'm alone, or maybe just like one other person, you know, my mom or whatever the case is. So, but anyway, yeah, once I walked in there and I like walked through one more time, I just felt like I had made the right decision and I needed to follow through with what I was doing. So here we are. Today is my closing of my house, and I get the keys today. And there's going to be a whole process though, okay? So it's not going to be like I'm moving in and now I'm in my dream kitchen. Like, absolutely not. This house was built back in like 85. And so there has been like some remodeling done, and I'll show you. If that's something that you want to see, please comment down below so that I know that this is something that you guys want to be a part of and you want me to walk you through and stuff. And I will literally take you through, like, you know, just kind of show you what I'm planning on doing and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't want to get too far into that just because I want to show you. But I want to share with you that I'm moving, and I'm so excited about it. I feel like, again, it's just something new. It's a new chapter. It's something that I knew it would happen one day. I just didn't think it would happen now. It did. And the way it happened, I have to tell you, I didn't stress about it. Because I had in the past, I had gotten into bidding wars. I had gotten into, just like being outbidded in like in a home that I really loved. I mean, I was crying at this point. I was in Hawaii. I remember closing the door in the restroom, okay, private, right? And I was just there like, oh my God, like, you know, I was just so sad about it and thinking like, why not that house? And then like, what do they say? There's a saying that says, you can never connect the dots moving forward, but you can always connect the dots looking back. And so, of course, at that moment, I felt like, why? Like, I love this house. It's so perfect. And now that I look back, I'm like, because it wasn't supposed to happen that way. And it was supposed to happen exactly the way it did. So yeah, I'm just, I'm excited about it. And I wanted to share that with you so that you could be a part of this new chapter in my life. I hope you guys enjoy a little kind of, I don't know if this is kind of like a story time, but I do just enjoy sharing other parts of my life that are not just cooking, because I am a real person that, has a family and just goes through the regular struggles of life. I just so happen to have like a really cool job that I love, and it's sharing all of my journey with you. I love sharing everything that has helped me along my journey. In case you don't know, I know I should have probably said this earlier on, but yeah, I've been on my weight loss journey now for over 15 years. Sheesh, now it's probably getting closer to 20. I'm just always so used to saying 15 years. I lost 135 pounds. And I love sharing all of that information with you. If you're on a weight loss journey, I do have a meal plan that is always, I have it linked in the description so that you guys can always share that with your friends and family. I basically walk you through step by step, but that's what I do. And that is what I love. Like, I love what I do. And I'm just so thankful for you. And I'm thankful for you being here with me. And yeah, just showing me your love and support on a daily basis. So thank you again. But yeah, that's it. Right now, I'm gonna go pick up the keys and I'll do a little walkthrough. If you wanna see it, then I will share that with you. But yeah, there's gonna be a whole project going on over there and that's gonna take a while. But I'll share more of that once we get into the house. But thank you so much for being here. I love you. And I am truly thankful from the bottom of my heart for all your love and support. And I will see you on my next video. Mwah.